have the perfect tools to help you with a mindset redirection. This is going to benefit you if you're having trouble with a lot of tough days, like almost every day of the week, or if you just feel like you cannot shake the blah feeling you are dreading almost every Monday. This is going to help you reset your mindset, and there's 5 tools that I'm going to share during this mini series to help you. Our first tool that I'm going to share today is about your schedule and your routines. So from experience, I used to be like chronic scheduler. I would have it scheduled down to the 15 and 30 minutes, and that caused so much anxiety. Think about the disappointment if that did not get done, or if we were running late because of like unforeseen circumstances. All of that led to anxiety. So I want to talk a little bit about making a schedule so your mind knows what's coming, but being flexible with that schedule. So the best thing to do is each night brain dump everything that is on your mind. It could be tasks that you need to do, it could be appointments, it could be just thoughts, things that are bothering you, that are weighing you down. Brain dump it all on a piece of paper. And then I want you to think about 3 major things that need to get done the next day. Those are the 3 things that you are going to add to your calendar. Obviously, if they're appointments, then they will be time sensitive and you'll have to schedule them in. But if they are not, you have the flexibility to do them whenever you can until you go to bed that night. Also, say that you get those 3 things done, then you have an additional 3 that you've listed as your next items. This will help you feel like you can accomplish things, but you're not overwhelmed. Next, we're going to talk about a little bit of how you can do this. So there's different ways. If you use a planner, I use a paper calendar. I don't know why. I'm going back to it though. So I have a Google Calendar that is like always with me, and I have a workout calendar. And then this year I went ahead and I got a planner, like a paper planner, because I can write down my list and cross it off. I can do more of like a bullet list and just make it like very appealing so that I like to look at it. So one of the things that I do is, I'm gonna bring up my calendar. Hang on. Okay, so it has like obviously a full month. I will write big things on here, so I don't schedule out what I'm doing on each specific day. I don't write my 3 things here. I just write like appointments there or something I need at a glance. Then on the actual weeks ones, I can do like my 3 things. And then I like to do boxes next to them or bullets so that I can cross it out or check it off. Something to make me feel like I'm getting things done. Okay, the other thing that you can do if you're not really a planner, paper planner, you can even do this virtually in like Google Docs or even Google like the spreadsheet. So I like this too. So it's a brain dump. So this half, here we go, start with this half, and what you're going to do is just write down everything that is on your mind on this side. Like, could be like a huge long list. And then you're going to get a sticky note, or you can just write it too, but you're gonna do your top 3 things and then your next 3. And so out of this list, you're going to pick 3 must-dos for the next day, and then your 3 bonus if you get done. So you'll update this every day. And this helps you keep your to-do list and your routine under control. And like part of my routine is I like to be active outside, and it's not just for like the physical aspect of it, it's for the mental, the how I'm feeling, just getting moving, everything like that. So one of my non-negotiables for every day is to walk or to get a workout in, and that is part of my schedule. And then that's like one of my always threes, and then I have two more, and then I have another set of three just in case I get 10. So today we're talking about tool number 2. I've talked about this tool before in the past because I feel that it is so important to your mindset and the way you are going through life. So talking about gratitude, when we when we are grateful for the things that are just in everyday life, it actually improves how our life is, and it makes you see life differently, and you tend to look at all the positives that your life has. So the more you practice what you're grateful for, thinking through that and loving those things in your life that you are so happy are there, the more you'll notice that you will have more things to be grateful for. So the way you can do this is do the notes on your phone every day. Write down 1 or 3, however many come to mind, of things that you are grateful you have, or are grateful you can do, or you're thankful for. The other thing that you could do is, if you like pen and paper notebooks, you can write these in your notebook. You can do it in the morning, you can do it at night. So I challenge you to start this practice if you haven't already, and by the end of the month, I want you to look back and reflect on everything you've said you're grateful for and see how it trickles down and it makes you more grateful for other things that you didn't even think about before. So it's sort of like a downspout. As you start to find gratitude for little things, you'll notice you have more that you actually are grateful for. And the more you are grateful for things, the better your life will be, the happier you'll be. Simple things will make you happy. The bigger things will make you happier. It'll affect your relationships in such a positive way, because not only are you grateful for things that are happening to you and that you're able to do and you have, you're also grateful for the things that other people do for you or that you are able to do for them, and it enriches your life and makes you feel really good. About tool number 3, and this one is kindness. And a lot of times when we think about kindness, we think about being kind towards other people, and actually we need to, of course, be kind towards other people, but we need to think about being kind towards ourselves. So why is this important? Kindness is important because it helps with our inner happiness. It'll bring positivity towards relationships, and also it'll boost our own self-esteem. So when we are kind to others, we actually help our relationship with them. And when we are kind to ourselves, we are boosting our own self-esteem. Instead of waiting on others to compliment us or be nice to us, we're doing that to ourselves. And so how can you do these things? Towards others, you can smile in passing, say hi, just be nice to them, compliment their outfit or their hair or something that they do that's really amazing. Tell them. What you can do for yourself would be like helping out others. Be that listening friend that isn't looking to respond and isn't looking to solve their problem, but you're actually just listening and hearing their words and sitting there and letting them talk it out. And that is going to go a long way. So other things that you can do would be slowing down, letting people merge in traffic, or doing a random act of kindness, which you hear about this a lot. Like, people will pay it forward, like Starbucks, pay for the person behind them, and they usually will post it on social media. So we need to be doing these kind acts, not for glory that we are doing them, but just to be doing them to make someone else's day and to show kindness towards those people. So think about how you can be kind towards yourself, how you're gonna show yourself the kindness that you show other people, so that you can build that inner happiness within yourself, and how you're going to be truly kind towards others without looking for recognition. And we are going to discuss self-love. Self-love can also be called self-care or self-compassion. And the reason why self-love is so important is because when you are going through a disappointment, a setback, something like that, you will be able to recover easier. You are going to lower your stress levels, and you'll be able to find what you love that feels good to you. Okay, so lots of discussion in the world today about self-love, self-care, what that means to all kinds of different people. And going to the spa is very important. If you enjoy that, that could be a form of self-love. There are many other forms of self-love that you could benefit from, and you don't always have to do the same thing. You can switch it up, figure out what works best for your mind, your body, your personality, who you are, and what you enjoy, and what you're finding out that you enjoy in life. Okay, so I challenge you, and this is something that my coworkers and myself, we do, and I want to challenge you guys to do this. So anytime you start putting yourself down or saying, I can't do whatever you're doing, I didn't do it right, I should have done whatever, I want you to pause that moment, and I want you to think of 3 things that you like about yourself. It has to be 3, and you have to think about them, and or 3 things that you do great, and I want you to say them out loud to yourself, and just think about how hearing those things about yourself, you are saying them about yourself, makes you feel. Okay, so also, when you are having those days that are tough, maybe your project didn't turn out exactly as you had thought it would have, maybe in like sports or something, some type of competition, you did not win. You are thinking, whatever you're going through, well, that was a failure. What if I would have done this, or it should have went this way? I want you to pause and give yourself grace and think through, why did it happen that way? What could I maybe have switched and done a little bit different? How could I have improved that? But don't put yourself down. You need to think positively about what you can do the next time, and that will lead you through. So the way we talk and think about ourselves internally, and even when you're saying it out loud, is how you are going to feel about yourself. And we want to make sure that it's a positive feeling, because that's going to lead us through. Okay, positive affirmations. Some of these are similar to what I'm already talking about. I am going to give you guys a few examples of positive affirmations that you can use every day. Say them every morning, night, whenever you need them. Is very good to come up with your own affirmations, and that way you know how to talk to yourself to boost your confidence and to just give yourself that love that you are needing when you are in a good place, so that when you are in a bad place, you know how to love yourself, okay? And if we don't know how to love ourselves, we aren't going to know how to love other people in the way they need to be loved. I also encourage you to just think about, as you go through life, think about, what does my body need? What does my mind need? What am I needing today? What am I needing in this moment? And think through it, because it'll change day to day what you're gonna need. But when you have an idea of, okay, if I am feeling extra crabby today, I'm just frustrated at everything that's coming my way, even though I shouldn't really be, how would I respond to that? And when you are able to figure that out, you will have less of a hard time adjusting in that moment. So, like, I know when I'm extra crabby and everything's frustrating me, that I usually need a nap, or I need to make sure that night I am in bed early and I am doing everything to make sure that I go to bed and sleep, and I know the next day I will be so good again. So that is really important about self-love, is understanding what type of love and things that you enjoy that will bring you back to that positive place where you can keep pushing forward. Okay, so going back to high performers. Okay, so you guys, you like to get a lot done. You have a lot of pressure on your own self. You probably are getting burnt out because you're also a perfectionist and you love getting things right. You will look in the details of everything because you don't want to miss anything, and you don't want to have to be a failure to other people, because that puts more pressure on you. So because you're highly criticizing yourself all the time, probably multiple days a week, about what you're achieving, why are you not further on this project, why did you not think of this or that, this is all putting extra pressure, and you need that extra self-love, self-care, because when you have that regular self-love built into your schedule as a high performer, you are going to actually recover and not go deep into burnout as you may if you don't have those self-love habits. So today we're talking about tool number 5. Tool number 5 is caring for your physical health. So this is more than just your exercise. Your physical health is going to be your mind, it is your eating, it is like your nutrition, and it is exercise, but it is also challenging yourself to think through things a little different and taking care of everything that is physical. So why do we want to focus on our physical health? Focusing on our physical health reduces stress, anxiety, and lowers depression. And it'll increase your sleep, your good feelings about life, and your energy. It'll also increase your brain power and your self-esteem and confidence. So how can we work on these to make sure you are decreasing and increasing the areas that we want to work on? Okay, first, you can start by meditating every day. This is going to give your mind a little bit of a break, because you could do it for 5 or 10 minutes and it'll help you have a break from regular thinking and the pressures of the world and everything like that. Get outside. Being outside in the fresh air, experiencing what outside has will actually rejuvenate you and reset your mindset. Okay, exercise. Exercise is good not only because we're moving our body and reducing our stress levels, it's also good because it gives our brain one thing to focus on during that time. So a lot of times we have so much on our brain, and exercise helps just hone that one thing in that we are thinking about at that time. I want you guys to challenge your brain, and the way you can do that is by doing puzzles or math games. Reading books is very good. Learning something new, taking a webinar, listening to a seminar, something like that that is challenging your brain to think about things a little bit different. Focus on your eating habits and how you can make them a little bit more healthy, and also your sleep schedule. So you're going to want to get into a regular routine sleep schedule to ensure your whole body and mind is getting the amount of sleep it needs to reset and reprocess for the next day. Okay, really healthy would be letting your emotions out. This is good emotions, bad emotions, happiness, sadness. If you need to scream because you're so excited, do it. You don't have to do it in front of other people. If you're mad and you need to punch a pillow, do that too, because getting those emotions out is going to make sure that you're not harboring those inside and they're affecting you in a negative way. They're affecting your health and your mind. Get them out. And then organize. So you want to organize your mind and your life. So jot down everything that's on your mind, organize it. We sort of talked about this in day one, tool number 1, where we were talking about our routines and our schedules and brain dumping what we needed to do, but also organize your outfit for the next day. Set it out so you're not in the morning rushing and flustered. You already know what you're gonna wear. And start meal planning if you can, if that's something that would help you. So that way you have a few days of the week meals already in a plan, so you're again not running to the store, you're not feeling rushed, and you can eat something healthy and filling that'll make you feel good. And then lastly, try to simplify your life. So a lot of things we can't control, and we need to make sure if we can't control them that we're not really giving them too much thought, because what is that going to do? Nothing. So we want to push those aside and think about just the things that you can control, and that's what you need to have your focus on.